everyone who joined us today to add your voice to the promise that never again means never again for everyone. My name is Aaron Regenberg, and I am so grateful to be here with all of you tonight. Take a moment right now to look around you. This is what democracy looks like. This is what faith looks like. And you know what? This is what Rhode Island looks like. And you all are beautiful.
Thank you.
At our demonstration here last month, I spoke about my grandfather and how his experience as a Holocaust refugee inspired me to join this fight. Well, I want to let you know that this weekend, my 89-year-old grandfather and my 87-year-old grandmother were able to join a Never Again action against ICE in New York. So the point is, we are in very good company as we stand alongside people of all ages all across the country here tonight in saying that we will not accept state-sponsored violence against our immigrant families. And we will not allow local Rhode Island institutions like the Wyatt Detention Facility to continue partnering with ICE in perpetrating this violence. This Sunday was Tisha B'Av, the most powerful Jewish day of mourning. On Tisha B'Av, Jews cry out in lamentation as we remember the horrors that our people endured in our migrations across the centuries. Today we are here to cry out in protest against the horrors that our government, along with profit-seeking partners like the Wyatt investors, are imposing on immigrants and refugees right here, right now.
Never again!
We cry out against the existence of concentration camps on our border. And we cry out for the hundreds of children in Mississippi who came home from school last week to find that their parents were gone. Left by ICE to grapple with questions that no child should ever have to ask. Questions like, will they ever see their dad again? Like, how will they afford rent and food without their mother? Like, will ICE take them away next? It is to humanity's everlasting shame that these are questions that have been forced on children in the past. Once a young girl wrote in her diary, quote, "Poor helpless people are being dragged out of their homes. Families are torn apart. Men, women, and children are separated. Children come home from school to find their parents have disappeared." The young girl who wrote that description in her diary was Anne Frank in 1943. But those words could have been written in 2019. Those words could be from the diary of someone like Edna Perez, a 14-year-old from Morton, Mississippi, whose father was taken by ICE last week. Her pain, her mother's pain, her sister's pain, her father's pain, that is our collective shame as a nation. And that is why we are here.
Free them all!
Free them all! That is why we are here, as we remember that the immigrants being imprisoned in this building behind us are brothers, sons, fathers of daughters like Edna Perez and Anne Frank. We have a responsibility to them, to their humanity, to their futures, a responsibility that we have recommitted to every time we've said those words, never again.
Never again!
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 Free them all!
Free them all!
Free them all!
Free them all!
Never again!
Never again!
Free them all!
Free them all!
Never again!
Never again!
Never again!
Never again!
Free them all!
Free them all! That's why we're here today, and it's why we will be back here again, and we will be back here again after that. Because we are in this fight for the long haul.
Sure, you're right.
We are in this fight until the demands of our immigrant communities have been met. To the administrators and directors of the Wyatt, and the shareholders and bondholders of the Wyatt, listen up. We are in this fight until the legal rights of the immigrants detained here are respected. In fact, we are in this fight until the unholy agreement between you and ICE has been dropped. And to our state elected officials, to the governor, the speaker, the Senate president, the members of our legislatures, we are in this fight until you step up and take action. The Wyatt is a creature of state law. It exists as a legal entity through state statute. That means that the state has the power to dissolve it. And our legislature can pass legislation to ban the operation of private and for-profit prisons in Rhode Island like they've done in New York and Illinois and states across the country. And until we take this action, our state leaders are absolutely complicit in Donald Trump's deportation machine. And you can bet they will be hearing from us, and hearing from us, and hearing from us again until that reality changes. Because this is our fight. This is where we are supposed to be. There have been past atrocities like this, past tests that bystanders have failed. But we will not repeat that mistake, and we will not fail this test. Thank you. Now, Christian, Emily, and I are going to try to present a letter to the warden of the Wyatt with the community's demands around transparency and legal rights, and ask the warden to come out and speak with us. We'll see how it goes.